iPad and it got screwed up. But anyway,
We
it's
are
okay.
we are live.
Okay, all I gotta do is feed the dogs here in a minute.
That's okay.
Okay, live from Port Huron, Michigan. All
The
right,
pupper
we
dogs
are.
have got to come first. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I did a boo boo this morning.
Hey, Z was first. He beat us up.
Hey, yeah, we didn't give it time to bet. Ah, come on, AJ. Go out, come back in again. I'm gonna bet that you're gonna come in. I'm gonna bet that you're coming in first. uh, anyways, I forgot to take my pills this morning. It threw me way off.
Oh,
It was
did
like
it?
1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon. I went, I'm not feeling good. Then I realized I didn't take my pills, and I still don't feel great, but I'm better what I was. I
Filipina's
think.
here too.
Wow, she's here quick, eh?
Yeah, they're all popping in.
Hey, that's good. Now I am going to warn you. I'm going to take off around 6, a quarter after 6.
Okay.
Um, my friends called me. I normally go for coffee.
Right.
His birthday's tomorrow, but they're having cake and ice cream tonight. So
Oh, don't miss the cake and ice cream.
yeah, I didn't know it was his birthday tomorrow. I know it was my grandson's birthday yesterday, but they went to the Toronto Zoo yesterday.
Ah.
So
So Filipina, how are you? Have you done any more flying, Filipina? I came back. I did 4 ships this afternoon.
oh, 4 ships fall.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't think there was that many in the lineup.
There was what did I get? I got the Heaven Spirit downbound, the Laura Van Enkevork upbound, the Sam Lund followed the Enkevork up, the Laura up, and
Yeah.
then the Dirk S. Van Enkevork downbound.
Okay. Want your supper, Silly? Come on, Peter. There you go.
Hey, little Lama Laura, how you doing? Welcome, welcome.
Okay, now we can settle in for a few minutes. Up, Gracie coming for her supper now. What time are you gonna turn that up? That's got meatloaf in it and everything else. Jesus.
She's ready.
Hey, D, Filipina, and little Lama Laura. Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome, welcome.
Filipina did some flying, but it takes a while longer to upload the 2.7K resolution. Still waiting for my uploads. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the only problem. Like even me, Filipina, I only film in 1080. But you may want the 2.7K, but it just the problem is the bigger, like the bigger resolution, the bigger the file, the longer it takes to download. Da da da. And if you're going to just post it on YouTube, you're not going to get a big advantage by putting in 2.7K. I wouldn't think so, but
Well, you definitely would not get an advantage at 4K. 2.7, I think a lot of people do that and then they post it on YouTube. But 4K gets downsized, I think.
yeah, downgraded.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool.
What took 3 hours to upload? Oh my God! What are you running it on? I just did 4 ships, and it uploaded all 4 ships in I want to say about 4 minutes.
Yeah. I didn't come out very clear at all. The one I did last night.
Yeah, when you download it to YouTube, it takes a little longer, but shouldn't
Yeah.
take that long. Well, when you're downloading to YouTube, it all depends upon your internet speed. Because I know a lot of people that don't have very good internet speed, and it takes them a long time to download the files.
Okay. I did a quick film today, and guess what? I was trying to do night shots last night, and I didn't. I thought it was on automatic, but it really, really grainy. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't change it back, right? Oh, damn. Oh, well. I was flying. So.
That's why I like that little nano on automatic. It just works, cooks.
Yeah.
Because I'm like you, I shoot most everything in automatic. I don't, a lot of people spend a lot of time out there tweaking things and
yeah.
Hey, Justin is in the chat.
Hey, Justine.
Laura wants to know if you're eating, Justin.
Yeah. So anyway, this is just down at the corner down here this morning. I said this is really grainy, terrible. But I'll come around here in a minute.
Actually, it looks okay.
Yeah. But see, they had a craft sale. This is all the tents they had all set up.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, this big long white one right here,
Uh-huh.
had that one set up right there. But yeah, I think I ended up coming down a little bit.
Well, on my screen, it's not grainy at all, Paul.
Yeah, no, I can see the grainy really bad here. Yeah. Huh. But anyways. And here I'm flying back home, follow the wires, right?
There you go.
Yeah, see, this is my sister's house here.
Yeah. And there's your trailer.
There's my trailer right there.
Yeah.
Down there. Yeah. I was standing right there. Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, I was coming down. But anyways, it's a little breezy. The trees are moving around a bit, but it wasn't bad. But anyway, that's my trailer down there. Okay.
Well, I know that you're being critical, but that was acceptable video.
Yeah. Down there the whole weekend, not once did I start a fire.
Yeah, Filipina didn't know that Justin is really 863.
Okay. What?
Well, Rob, hey, how you doing, buddy? Welcome into the chat. Stephen Dennis is in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Stephen Dennis. Hello.
Hey, Corey Mano.
And Mr. Corimano, Welsh Rob.
Yep.
Woohoo. All right. Ugh. Yeah, you can see in my background, I'm home again. After being down at the trailer for the weekend, like to go down, just do a repeat and get some more stuff done. But at least I got the hall and the bedroom. I got all new floor put in. So.
Oh yeah.
So I still got to trim it out, do some transition bars, but I got to go buy them. So.
Right.
But you see, it's all vinyl, vinyl plank, so you don't have to worry about getting wet or being in a trailer, right?
Right.
So. What? I just fed you. What do you want now? Oh, let me see what she wants. Oh, she wants that.
I know what she wants. She wants to sit on Dad's lap.
Yeah, she just. I thought she'd want to go back outside after having supper, but not yet, I guess. Oh well. Especially on well, since the fireworks too, there she's been really clingy. She don't want to go far from me. Oh, sorry to hear that, Stephen, or Stephen. Yeah, his cat passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Yep. And
Yep,
nobody
yep.
likes to.
Nope, nobody likes to lose a
It's,
pet. That's for sure.
it's a reality of life, but it's
Yeah.
just terrible.
And Mike Rennick.
Mike Rennick is here, number 33. It's okay, Mike. You're busy.
He's
Just
been
got
out
in
watering
from water.
plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the weather is going to be like. Let me see what the weather is going to be like the next few days. Lynn was telling me it's supposed to start raining tomorrow.
Mainly sunny with few cloudy periods into the afternoon. That's all I got. Supposed to be clear. Tuesday, mainly sunny. Wednesday, mix of sun and clouds. Thursday, cloudy with showers. Friday, cloudy with showers. So, next Sunday is a mix of sun and clouds for the next 3 days.
Tonight will be the big fireworks night, right?
Last night, pretty well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The holidays today.
Yeah, I know, but I think they usually do it on Sunday. It will be some fireworks someplace, but the big displays that the county or the city put on, they're always on the Sunday
I
night.
don't know about you over there, but over here we got the local yokels. They think that they're the fireworks company, you know?
Well, they were last night, 11:30. One's next door.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're drunk or what they were doing, but anyway, they're setting off fireworks last night, 11:30 last night. Like, really? People are sleeping now, idiots. I had a dog. I was wearing Gracie for a necktie because she was so close to me, I couldn't get away from her.
Yeah.
It was bothering her because it was just, I don't know, 70, 80 feet away from the trailer, right? So, one thing about Grace is funny is she just don't like fireworks.
Yeah, Mike Rennick came into Filipinas live the other day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
We like to support those that support us.
Mhm.
My problem is like Laura goes on in the middle of the day and I'm usually doing something and I don't get back there soon enough.
Okay, let me go to channel.
Because of the 5 hours difference.
Okay, I gotta ring the bell. Otherwise I don't get notifications. So.
Oh, Stephen Dennis's cat was 18 years old. That's
well, I shouldn't say it's a problem with cats. The thing is, with cats, they live a lot longer than dogs, right?
Oh, Albert doesn't like fireworks, Mike's saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's next weekend here in the States.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's an official one here in Port Huron next weekend. I think it's just going to be all the Yahoos.
Yeah. Did you see what Corimano said? They said it could be up to 10 days to restore some of the people's power.
Oh, wow.
I seen someplace on the news, they call it the Hunt Club, and there was a whole, like the big towers knocked right down. So that'll take a while to replace it, put a huge tower in.
Hey, Justin.
What?
I want to give you a kiss, Dad.
Yeah.
Did you eat dinner yet? No. Then yeah, after dinner you can have it.
So how come you're kind of a purplish face there, Justin?
Oh no, this fucking camera, man. I hate this thing.
Well, your face is almost cartoon characterized. Like it just seems
Well, I
kind of
don't
weird.
think
Really dark eyes, and
you're not using a light straight on at you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I
maybe.
think he's using the overhead light.
It just looked weird. That's all.
Yeah, that's better.
A little better. Yeah. But it's still kind of purplish around his eyes and face, nose. But anyways, no, it's okay. It don't matter to me. But I'm just saying, color seems off. That's all.
Yeah.
Like look at his
Filipina
shirt.
says, "Hi, Justin," and Mike says, "There's sticker face right there."
Yeah. Oh, there, right there.
Okay.
There. That's great. There.
What's up, guys? Hi, everybody. I said hello to everybody, and then I went and got in the shower. So sorry if I didn't respond to you.
Yeah.
So a tough day at work today.
That was all right. I dug up 4 valves that were damn near buried
Oh, really?
because they have the valve covers like this, but then there's a big cement, cylinder around it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes they're in people's front yards and they'll just let the grass keep growing over and over it, and eventually it'll just disappear. I found 4 of them today.
Yeah.
Just went around with the little spade I got, all around the edges, dug it back up.
Yeah.
And then repainted them.
I'll be right back. I gotta feed Mia real quick.
Yep.
Oh, me.
Yeah, I'd say I'd work today, but not being a holiday. Don't have. Yeah, Corey said all our kids' schools are all closed as well. Are they going to be open for tomorrow, Corey, or is it just closed today for the holiday you're talking about? That may be a hydro problem or something. Because they said what I was saying earlier, it could be up to 10 days to restore power to everyone. We had a real bad storm go through Ontario, but I think Eastern Ontario really got hit. They're talking maybe here just north of me, London. They had possible tornado, but yesterday I went to Dorchester. I had to go fix a sign that was tore right off the stake. So I'm surprised I won't get some phone calls. I have some more. I'll have to go fix.
Was there a confirmed tornado or just kind
No,
of?
no, they're just suspected one. They got people coming down going to take a look because they got some areas there. The trees are right uprooted right out of the ground.
You should have thrown your drone up and seen if you could see a path.
Well, no, that's quite a ways north of me where I was on the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Rob? What's up, Filipina? What's up, Mike? Corey? Laura? Oh, no, I'm not eating.
Corey says the schools are closed tomorrow for lack of hydro. Yeah.
Our kids only have a week left. This is their last week, and then they're out for the summer. So,
wow, we still got 5 weeks, right? So,
well, it's different in the United States all over. There's some places where they still have a few more weeks. There's some that are already out. It's not real consistent. Every state's different. Every county is different.
Like you say, we go to the end of June, right to the 30th, and then we start back up the 4th or 5th of September, I think it is. But the poor kids lately, with all this COVID shutdowns and online learning and everything else, and just what they need is another day shut down. Oh, somebody's got a good dinner there.
Meatloaf, peas, and mashed potatoes.
That's what I had: meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn.
I'm starving too. I've been eating it since this morning.
Yeah.
And I walked around Legoland for about 2 hours. Well, not walked around, but we rode around on the golf cart checking all the meters.
Oh, yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
got so many meters in there. They got 18 in the park. Then they have 6 in the water park. They have 4 at the hotels. And then they have like another 12 or 14 over at the other resort.
Oh,
So many meters.
wow. Oh,
And they're assholes too. Like they'll tell you, you got to be out of the park by 9:30.
yeah.
Waiting to see how all this Disney stuff plays out.
Well, you had to be in a note before the park opens, I guess, to customers.
Oh, with the whole DeSantis thing with them taking their special privileges away and all that.
Oh,
See, before they were allowed to govern themselves.
yeah.
They actually like controlled the area that the park and everything was in. They had their own law enforcement, everything. They were allowed to just do whatever the hell they wanted because of
Yeah.
some shit from like the 1960s that was signed into law.
Yeah.
And he reversed it.
Well, I see, I read a story here today, just in our local area. They're saying that about Disney, about the cost of going there now, you can't afford to go anymore.
It's too damn expensive.
Yeah.
I can spend about $600 and take the whole family to Legoland and have a fun day in all the park.
Yeah.
I'd go to Disney World. If we went to Disney World, we'd probably spend minimum $3,000-4,000.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking ridiculous.
Hey, Tim Jackson.
You wish you had this, Tim. Look at that.
Look at that, Tim. Don't you wish you had that, eh?
Can't get that in a UNICEF pack. You get any more signs today or not?
Not today. Wow, today's a holiday, right?
Seem to slow down the last few days or something?
I think it's going to slow down. I really do. There's a lot of listings out there right now. The market's getting flooded. But see, the problem is when the market gets flooded with listings, the prices drop. So, and they said it's already off by, what'd they say, like, they've lost 5% already on the price of a home. So if a lot of the homes going for $1 million, that's, $50,000. That's a lot of money. So I think everybody's kind of sitting back, waiting to see where the market's going to go.
Where'd Murray go? He go to fly a ship?
He didn't say he was going to go fly a ship. He just said he'd be right back. Maybe he had to go to the boys' room or something. I don't know. Just getting a glass of milk here.
Shut up, Tim. You can't speak unless you come on the panel. Yeah, I tell Paul though, I'm only staying till about around 6 o'clock, and I'm leaving. I got a friend of mine's got a birthday tomorrow, but they're doing ice cream and cake. Ice cream and cake tonight, so I'm gonna go to their place for a while. So.
Okay, Boo, here, we've got your peels. Got your peels. So Justin, did you get any response back on when your printer's coming?
Yeah, they said it usually ships within 48 hours of purchase.
Okay.
Haven't said anything yet.
And
Oh.
where's it coming from?
I'm assuming China, because
Okay.
they gave a very China response, right? They were like,
Yeah.
printer ships within 48 hours. Best regards.
Yeah.
That's all they
This is
said.
the craft sale I went to, Paul. This is a friend of mine. This is
Oh,
all
there you
stuff.
go.
She makes all this
18.
stuff,
He
right?
makes
So,
that stuff, huh? Wow.
yeah, yeah. She's a bus driver where I work, right? So
What I
I
say to you,
bought
you're
a-
not allowed to speak.
I bought a Canadian flag. It's a wooden one. See if it's on here or not. Because I put it on the trailer.
I think you showed it to us online, didn't you?
Oh yeah, maybe I did.
What's up,
hang on.
AZ? You probably
Yeah,
hate me,
I bet-
AZ, but everybody loves your video.
Yeah, it's right here, Paul. I put it on the deck.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. Yep. See, this property is protected by Beagle Security.
Well, now you got to get one for Vader.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, those comments on that video I did about AZ, oh my God, they're so hilarious.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, one time AZ gave me a bad coupon book and it didn't work. It's funny.
Lynn sent me a link to a TikTok video that I have to play when Mr. Giggles is on.
It was all fun and fun, AZ. And everybody's having fun in the comments with it. It's the best I can do. I can't get your picture. Oh, I don't know if you're talking to me, Lynn, or Paul, but if you're talking to me, yes, it was a YouTube video I posted yesterday.
Lynn says she doesn't tweet or TikTok either.
Tim, I said you're not allowed to talk unless you come on a panel. Shut it. Talking crap in the chat. Slow Australian internet must not be working today.
That brings up something that I wanted to, I love everybody, but Lynn has the big macaw parrot right there when she's sitting there and she joins us. And she's a real stickler about bad words being used because he will pick them up.
So we got to kind of control our mouths a little bit
Yeah, yeah.
because the bird's picking up on it.
Like the F word and the F bomb and that kind of stuff. And
What?
AZ,
the-
they said it usually ships within 48 hours of purchase. So I just emailed and asked them because I was curious because some people were saying 2 months. Some people were saying a week. So I wasn't real sure. That's the response they gave me. It was very basic, very Chinese response.
Didn't give you a tracking number or anything, did they?
Well, it's on a app that they had me download. And it said I would receive a tracking number once it ships. So ComGrow has like their own app, I guess they use, and it tracks your orders for you when you
Oh,
buy
yeah.
something from them. I watched a couple videos of 2 guys that bought printers off of ComGrow, and when they got it, it was labeled refurbished. They opened it up; it was brand new. There was nothing even opened on it.
Huh.
Everything was still in the original factory packaging. It was just returned, and Amazon sold it to, I guess, ComGrow for cheap. And they just flipped it.
AZ said that it should be in an Amazon warehouse, so you should get it relatively fast. Because I don't think they would ship it back on, because didn't it say it was an Amazon return?
Well, I mean, the couple videos that I watched said that, but I don't know if they could be
Because
returned from
they
other
would not
companies too.
ship
though.
it all the way back to China and then reship it again.
No, I'm sure it's probably either a return to Amazon. I mean, it could be any of the big retailers, right? Because even Walmart, I'm sure you can find 3D printers on their website that third party
Yeah.
sell and stuff. Because their website's pretty much going the same way as Amazon with third party sellers and all that. So. I think Kelsey made the meatloaf tonight, Lynn. My daughter's actually not a bad cook.
Yeah.
She's been learning a lot over the last year or two. I don't know, AZ. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure about that. I don't remember it asking me, giving me a choice on that. Oh yeah, it says return United States.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you'll get it from someplace relatively close.
I'm hoping I'll be one of those lucky ones that got a printer that wasn't even open. Or it was
Yeah.
just opened and returned. Because like I said,
Oh, Lynn's having bacon. All right.
because I watched 3 different videos. There wasn't a lot of videos on ComGrow, like people buying from there. But one guy ordered one and he opened it up and there was a bunch of parts broken and like somebody had drilled a bunch of extra holes in the rails and stuff. And he had an issue, but then the other 2 guys that I watched, they opened them up and got pretty much brand new printer. So I don't know. We'll see. That's how I got the Mini One for so cheap too, is somebody bought it from Amazon. All they did was open the box and returned it. All the factory stickers, everything was still on it. I got it for $230 when it first hit, like right after it came out. I got it for $230. And it was like 3 something, I think, for the non-fly more, and that's what I got. I ended up saving like $100 and some. I just happened to find a deal on Amazon one day. Amazon warehouse was getting rid of it. Oh, Lynn, that bacon would be good on the meatloaf.
Yeah, the
Oh, bacon.
squirrels are knocking at the door again. I had to pick some peanuts.
Oh, yeah.
Price went up to 130. Yeah, that's what one of the guys was saying on YouTube, AZ, that the prices like really fluctuate. Like they'll be 100 and something one day, and then like a couple days later they'll just drop back down to 79. And then one guy said he bought one of them for 79. Went back on the guy that got the messed up one. Said he went back on the website like a week later and they were down to 69, and then they went back up again. Probably depends on how much of the inventory they have at the time.
Oh, Marshall's in there. Oh, okay. You said, don't love having 3 more hours of daylight? I wonder what that's about.
I don't know if that was just a one-time sell, AZ, but they seem kind of like a website that's one of those, like, you ever seen those stores that are like, we're going out of business, but they're there for 10 years?
Oh, yeah.
But they have the signs up saying we're going out of business type thing to draw people in. Yeah, that's what I figured, AZ, up to inventory. There's a lot of people that buy those things thinking that, oh, this, I could just put whatever in and it will print me it instantly. They don't realize how much work goes into them.
Yeah, could be. They open the box, and go, oh crap, I ain't putting this together. I want something that's already together, right? So,
Well, like Tim was telling me, they do have plug and play ones, right? That you can just
yeah,
you can buy it, you can plug it into your computer or whatever, and it's ready to go. Like you don't really have to do any adjustments or anything. But they're kind of crappy, cheap printers. I was tempted to buy the Ender 3S1. I don't have room for it.
or no,
Yeah, if I really like this printer, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to buy another one because this room ain't gonna be able to fit too.
yeah.
Got one nice big space on my other side of my desk that one can fit. Have you seen the you should go on there, Hodges, and look at the milling machines, man. You can make some cool signs with those things.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not
that'd
very
be kind of cool.
expensive.
Yeah. Nah, I got enough stuff on my plate now.
You can just make them permanent metal signs.
Yeah.
Charge them like $100 a sign.
Mhm. Yeah, I got a dog want buck and buck wants in.
Probably in my closet, AZ, my office / closet. I mean, it's big enough, and I have a huge desk in here. It's a big, all heavy desk, so it doesn't move around or anything. This desk is actually made for like 2 people. But the other side of it, I don't really use. There's just the printers underneath there. And I just have a shelf up on there that doesn't have nothing on it.
I'll be back there shortly. Give me a minute.
Yeah,
Well, I might look into getting that. One of you guys, you might be able to help me with that silent board for it eventually.
Tim Jackson says the Adventure 3 cost him $1,000.
Adventure 3. Assuming that's a 3D printer. I don't know all the names of them yet.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
dove that deep into it.
I don't know. At this point in time, I got no interest in it.
I don't know if I would be doing silent motherboard still noisy. Well, once I get it up and set up AZ and I figure out what I want to do with it, I'll just have to work around it, I guess. Honestly, I'm just interested in the technology. I don't really know what I want to do with it yet.
Hey, Boo, where you at?
I know there's been a lot of times where I was like, man, I wish I could build this little part. Yeah.
Do you see where Amazon now has, I was thinking when I heard you say, Justin, the technology, Amazon has now a house robot that you can
Right.
buy. Well, you get on a list. And
Pull it up so we can see it.
let
Can
me
you
see.
find it? I want to see what you're talking about because now you got me interested in something else. Damn it!
Oh, it's cool. It is cool. Let me see.
I've been wanting a house robot for a very long time.
Okay, I keep forgetting what they call it.
I've been wanting that Honda, the one that Honda's been building for years. It was the oh man, what was the name of that?
Let me go.
And now Boston Dynamics is starting to make stuff available for the public too. They got the Robo Dog now you can buy. I think it was 20,000, 25,000, something like that. It's a big, huge robo dog. You can put a couple 100 pounds on easy. That thing can run full bore like a dog too. Amazon Astro, AZ says.
Astro?
Yeah.
Okay.
It only, wow, $1,000. I want to see what you're getting for $1,000.
Okay, I'm gonna screen share.
I love robotic stuff. Like that's why I got the vacuum and all that crap. Oh, they had a big tall one like that a couple of years back.
A robot.
Yes.
What are we going to do with a robot?
Well, Astro, follow me.
Hi, Grandma. I miss you.
I miss you too. Hey, you got the toy I sent.
Yeah, I love it. Astro, follow me.
Cool. All right, race ya.
Come on.
I want a humanoid robot.
Okay, and it's got a camera that goes up and down.
Told you I turned it off.
And now I totally believe you.
Of course, they got to put the gay couple in the ad.
Message from Steve. Remember to eat something green today, Dad.
I check. And he goes, he plugs in and recharges on his own.
Hey, Barbie.
It's a home security too.
Astro, let's dance.
See how high the camera was in that shot?
But see, now I'm curious about what about a 2-story house?
No, you have to have a lift for it or something. You have to have one on each floor.
So I'm wondering if it some way has a way of navigating stairs.
Thought we weren't home, huh? You thought wrong. It's a good try, though.
Well, it doesn't clean up the mess.
No, but it
No, I bet it would run
Here,
through it and make a damn mess.
making a delivery to Brooke. That must be her name.
Thank you. All right, I'm in.
Knew it.
This is like the robo vacuums, right? As soon as you get dog crap on the floor, it's just going to run right through
Yeah,
it. Smear it all over the house.
So
No,
what's
see,
that
I
thing
want-
worth?
$1,000.
Oh,
$9.99. Well, what you do is when you go to Amazon and you put in Astro, it says only you can ask for a reservation or an invite to buy one.
Well, AZ said that he did it, and I guess they asked him a whole bunch of questions regarding his house. And one of them on the questionnaire was, well, did he have a 2-story house?
Yeah, I had to fill out the questionnaire too, and I put it in. Don't tell Lynn.
But there's been other
Hey.
robots like that for the past 3-4 years that are similar to that. I thought I want a humanoid robot. I want something that walks around like Boston Dynamics has.
Oh, well, yeah. With your money, I can understand that. The rest of us little lowly people out here in the world, we don't have the Stickley empire behind us, you know?
I want some robotic butlers, you know. I want a robotic butler that I can call Gerald and one I can call Consuela.
yeah, but if it can go into the fridge and get you a beer and bring it, that'd be okay. But if it just sits there, somebody else got to put it and just drive across. That's not.
Yeah,
much
that's
of
what
a
I'm saying.
robot.
Like,
Did you see what Lynn said?
Yeah, yeah.
Watch
I
the
love mine.
language, Lenny. We got to watch the language.
I love my robot vacuum.
The Roomba,
Yeah. I got the i3.
I use it periodically.
You, you don't have to use it. It's just does its own thing.
Well, no, because what I have, it goes and gets lost someplace. Then I have to go and dig it out. So it's like
It's the whole point, though. You're not supposed to.
I've got these little cubes you got to put in certain places so that it doesn't get lost. And
Yeah, it's designation area cubes.
Yep. Because what it does is I never use my bedroom, okay? Not for fun and not for sleep. But it goes in there and gets underneath my king size bed and gets trapped in there somewhere. And then it tells you, well, yeah, okay. So then I've got to somehow get it out from underneath the friggin' bed.
Like if you don't want the vacuum, just send it to me. I'll give it a good home. Actually use it.
Listen to
No,
that.
I love robotic stuff.
Oh, I do too. I mean, I use it on occasion, yes.
Oh my God, Daisy. Thought Mike D was in the chat for a minute there.
Tim Jackson. He's already got in mind what he wants for a robot.
Well, at least he wouldn't have to pay for it no more. You just do one lump sum. Be good. Yeah, Honda's been working on one for years now. I don't know if they ever made it viable for like for everyday use in people's homes. I can't remember the name of it. And like I said, Boston Dynamics, they have some really cool stuff going on over there. Like they got robot dogs, they got robot, like, I guess you would compare it to a mule that the military uses, and you can like put a couple thousand pounds on this thing and it will run full bore like a horse. I think we looked at the robo dogs one time on your show, didn't we?
Yeah,
Everybody
well, I think Tim is invested in Robo Ruse.
Robo Ruse. So he wants a Robo Roo with a nice,
Nice pouch, yep.
nice pouch. Yeah, there you go. Let's see if I can find out what video. Oh. All right, that's it right there.
Yep, Tim says for 15,000 he can get it.
15 grand there. Those Aussie bucks are worthless. Honda's got a robotic four-wheeler. Pretty cool. Let me see. Boston Dynamics.
Okay, I'm gonna premiere what I want. I'm gonna show you this video. And Lenny picked this out for TJ. TJ's not here, so we'll still show it to him another time. Screen share, here we go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there sound though? You don't have a turn.
Happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that. A happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, happy. My happy, happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that. A happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy. My happy, happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that. A happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy dog. Get my happy, happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at
The
that.
reason it sounds like TJ,
Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy,
is it
my
just me?
happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that. Happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, my happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy
That's
guy.
weird.
Oh, just a look at that. Happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy. My happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that. Happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, my happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that. Happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy dog. Get my happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that. Happy. Oh, the happy, my happy guy. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy guy. Oh, just a look at that. Happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy dog. Get my. Oh, just a look at that. Happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a happy, happy, happy. My happy guy.
Yeah,
Oh, just a happy,
just
happy,
a
happy
second
guy.
lag.
Oh, just a look at.
Hey.
Oh, the happy dog.
So that reminded her of TJ.
Uh-huh. Edward Haskett, you said a haunted robot is called Asimo?
Asmo, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I looked it up. And said,
Asimo?
now look at this Dynamics robot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't buy that cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Those are very lifelike.
Yep.
Now imagine you getting it down to a really compact size with the body, putting a face on it. Woo!
That's cool.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, so-
reminds me though, did you see the one at Boston Dynamics where they were dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The technology is amazing on those things.
Yep.
You know, that would have been sci-fi 30 years ago.
Asimo, you can buy for 2.5 million.
Oh. There you go, the Stickley fortune, you know?
2.5 million?
Yeah.
Hell no. But see, that's the thing. In like 30, 40 years, robots like that might be affordable for the average person. You might be able to get one like, you know, kind of like leasing a car for like 20 grand, you know?
Asimo, you can buy for 2.5 million.
Ooh. There you go. This
Which one are you talking about? The Honda one or the Austin
Yeah,
Dynamics?
Oh, this one was the Austin Honda one, but they say it was actually been discontinued, really. So none of them ever sold, but that was just the price that they put on it.
Hold on. What is this? Oh, I don't know, AZ. It said when I put that code in, it said it wasn't valid for that particular product. I don't know. I was laying that you could take a robot like that and put it up, have to walk the dog. Pick the kids up and throw them in their room when they're acting up.
Well, you could do a movie, call it Robots in Black, you know?
Or could use it to kick my ass when I get out of line. Oops, my bad, Lynn.
What did AZ put in the chat there, a link?
Oh, he was asking me, well, why I couldn't apply that coupon code, that video I made, jabbing at him yesterday, just joking around. He gave me that coupon code to put into the website when I bought the printer, but it wouldn't let me use it because it said it wasn't valid for that particular product. I'm not sure why it wouldn't work.
Well, you already have it coming anyway.
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh.
So what did you have for dinner tonight there, Paul? Any leftovers or what?
Yeah, it was leftover meatloaf, mashed potatoes and corn. Yep. That's what Justin had for supper tonight too, was
Oh.
meatloaf and mashed potatoes and all that. Yeah.
Diane takes good care of you.
Oh yeah, yeah. So now I gotta go out and have some ice cream and cake now. Ugh.
Yeah, your friends had a birthday, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. So they're celebrating it tonight. So
So, well, he's celebrating with fireworks too, or?
I don't know if they are or not. I never thought of that. Didn't say anything about it. He does do it the odd time, but I don't know if it's this time of year or not. A little cool for sitting outside, but not bad. We got a fire going.
AZ said probably because it was a special price that Justin bought that printer at, that it wouldn't let him buy it to discount it any further.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, okay. Get my shoes. I gotta make a quick stop at my brother's too. They he wanted to use my pressure washer, so I brought it. It's in the back of my truck. So on the way over, I'll just swing by his place there, and
You
I'll.
got a gas one or electric?
Oh, it's gas.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gas. It's a 7 horsepower one. It's got a lot of pressure. It's got 3,500 or something. But he wants to, clean the deck. All, the wood cleans it all up, makes it look pretty again. So I got to do
one
that
of these
one.
days when I get the gumption up, that's what I want to do, is go out and clean up a few places where it's, it's got stained over the wintertime, because I got a white house,
You get that green on it, eh?
Yeah.
It takes it off. Because sometimes you get stuff there that, the sun don't get dry it out properly, it gets moldy.
Now, Paul, does yours have a tank right below it that you can put in cleaning solution and switch between the two? Yeah.
Yep. It's got all that. Yeah.
I know they make a special solution for around the house for things. I never bought it. Usually I just put like dishwashing soap in there, but
Yeah. Well, the stuff though, when you go to use it to come out, you can only use a one nozzle because it
Yeah.
just kind of spurts it out,
Yeah.
and just and then you
change nozzles after you're done putting the stuff on, then you spray it off with pressure. But you know, a lot of that times you gotta have a brush with a handle, to scrub whatever you're doing. You know, like you're doing vinyl siding or whatever, right? So,
Well, it's a lot of work, and I've got the stuff to do it. It's just that I don't have the energy to do it. You know, that's the problem.
yeah, it's getting that way with me more and more all the time. But oh, oh.
They're having problems in Detroit with street racing, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
A police officer in a squad car tried to pull him over. They jumped out the side windows while they were racing down the road and fired a whole clip at the police department.
Oh Jesus. Oh, lovely. There's one street, Paul. Look at this. They said there was 5 trees in a row. Oh, pulled it right out of the ground. Oh, Jesus. It's over in London here, eh?
Wow.
Yeah, that's quite the mess. I know up by Guaymano said it could be up to 10 days before everybody gets their hydro back. So, oop, right there, that's what I want. Right there. Okay. Okay. Here, Paul, this is live. Look at this. All these spots here,
Yeah.
all out no hydro. Look at
Really?
them all the way from London. Yeah, the place no hydro.
From that windstorm, right?
Yeah, from that storm that went through the other day.
Yeah.
Like see, this is 11 areas, but if you break it down, you'll see all the areas got no hydro.
Right.
Huh? It breaks it down.
And there are different colors and different residents and numbers of people, right?
Yeah, the number of people live in those areas. Because it's got color here under 5,000, 500 to 5,000, and all that kind of stuff, right? So,
Yeah.
but if you zoom out, then it, you know, just gives you 42 in the Trent River area, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, see what Corey is. There's Ottawa. There's a lot of areas. Look at this all around Ottawa. You
Huh.
click on it, and it'll, like, while you click on it, it says 1,000 people right there.
Wow.
You know, click on that one. That was 617.
Estimated restoration on the 26th. That's Thursday.
Yeah, oh, that there, yeah. So they must be working on some of them to know. But there was a place called the Hunt Club, and there's a whole towers were down,
Yeah.
almost like it was from the ice storm. You know, it takes a few days to build a new tower and put it up in place, right? So that's all. Still got a lot of hydro out down here. So, but okay, there's Justin's back. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave now that Justin's back, so I gotta go.
Okay, Paul,
Oh.
you have a good time at the birthday party.
Oh, yep, I will, and we'll catch you guys all later, eh?
All righty,
Later.
sounds good.
It's all about 9:30 in the morning, Paul.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Hey, make sure the pupper dogs don't get scared with all the fireworks.
What birthday party is he going to?
It's the one where he usually goes and visits his friends. It was his friend's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, the ones he has coffee with?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't know about it until this afternoon.
Yeah, he's just going for the free coffee.
No, free coffee and cake.
Yeah.
There's going to be cake.
Well, we all know he's a sucker for sweets too, so. His sister's always bringing in desserts for him.
Oh, Diane takes care of him, doesn't she? Oh, wow.
Well, he seems to be spending a lot more time over there. I guess probably likes being around his sister, having some company.
Well, that plus the fact that he, remember last summer, he was always over at the cabin and Bonnie would be out there sitting on the porch with him and he'd be online with us.
No, actually, no, because I didn't start coming. I didn't meet you till right after. It was like right when she first went in there.
Oh, okay.
So I never got to meet her or anything.
She used to sit in a lawn chair on the deck there, and he'd be sitting there on the computer, and she was over there, and every once in a while, she'd wave or whatever,
Yeah, when I first met Hodges and you, I think she had just went in there not too recently, like a month or so before.
Yeah, getting old is not for sissies, that's for sure. It's just everybody has their own path to walk as you get older, and there's no guarantees for sure. Although I look at it, maybe I'm wrong. I look at it as though the people that suffer the most for dementia and Alzheimer's are the friends and relatives. The person that has it isn't aware. They're not aware of it all.
Yeah, it's such an interesting, I hate to say interesting, but it's an interesting disease, right?
Yeah.
Just on what it does to people. Like it would be kind of, I don't know, in a way, just to be able to experience it for a day, just to see what kind of mindset you would go through.
Right.
Just because trying to figure out exactly how they think. I mean, you really don't know what's going on.
Hang on, I gotta close the door. Mia just entered in from outside.
Oh. Yeah, I figured that much, AZ. That's why they didn't apply it. I wasn't really worried about it. I was just joking around. I don't really care. It's like you said, the price went back up anyway, so I guess I just
It's only 50 degrees here. If I leave the door open too long, pretty soon it'd be pretty darn cold in here.
Oh, I love that time of year when I can open the windows up.
I have the door just cracked enough, and she knows that she flips it open, and she doesn't just flip it open a little bit. She flips it open.
Slams it open. Yeah, because we only get a couple weeks worth of days where we can turn the AC off and open the windows, and I love that those days. Even if it's like 50 degrees out, I still love opening the windows and just getting the airflow through the house. Especially when you get that cold breeze.
Yeah.
You can open the windows and get a nice breeze going through the house. What's up, Jody?
Hey, Jody. Welcome.
Just missed Hodges. He went to a birthday party.
Yep, he's off to the party. He's such a party animal.
So what are they doing? Fireworks or something?
Well, firework today is Canada Day.
Yeah, it's what he said to celebrate the Queen's birthday or something.
Queen's birthday. Yep, it's called Canada Day.
Like I wouldn't say it was our 4th of July. It'd be more like our President's Day, I guess. Huh?
Well, it's like our Independence Day is next Monday. And it's kind of like that because they celebrate the Queen because the Queen allowed Canada to separate from the kingdom. In other words, they didn't have a big revolutionary war or anything like we did,
Right. I wonder if we get 4th of July off.
Oh, you'd
I don't know
have
if we do or not. Do I?
You'd have to get it off.
I don't know if we do or not. Because I know there are some holidays where the schools and everybody were off, but I know the last holiday like that where the schools and everybody were off and we weren't was Martin Luther King Day. We didn't take that off. Now all the contractors and stuff did, but our boss, pretty much everybody used it as a day to play catch up on anything they were behind on. But I don't know what holidays we actually take off. I know Thanksgiving and Christmas, but I mean, that's pretty standard across the board with most companies. I don't know what other holidays we take, honestly. We get 3 floating or 4 floating holidays every year. We can use that towards holiday pay if we want. And then you get I get a week's worth of vacation time after my 6 months, which is actually coming up pretty soon. Because I started in the middle of December, so.
So now you get a raise after a year?
I get a raise after 6 months and a year.
Okay.
It's supposed to be $2 from what I was told, so. $1 after 6 months, another $1 after a year. And then you get a cost of living raise every year after that. And the guys, I think, said it's usually like 50 to 75 cents. Something like that. But from what my boss told me too, is he can also recommend and give you raises if your performance is good. So, which a lot of companies don't let supervisors do that anymore. Like Walmart used to be able to do that. A manager could say, well, you're doing a really good job. I'm going to give you an extra 50 cents an hour. But it's all controlled by corporate now. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Fortunately, a lot of companies don't let you do that anymore. But that's what I like about my companies. They let the bosses do that. Plus, we don't have a attendance policy. If your boss just says you can have the day off, you can have it off. Like they don't really count how many days you take off against you. So as long as they're approved by your supervisor. So
Okay.
and plus my like I said, my position, see the locators, they get new tickets every day and they only have 3 days to complete them. I get sheets of tickets to do, but my due dates will be 3-4 months out from the time I get them. So I got plenty of time to complete them. So I don't have to rush. If I need to take a day off, I can take a day off. That's no big deal. If I want to take a week's vacation, it's no big deal. But for them, if they want to take their week's vacation, they have to do a whole thing where they're working everybody around to where the other 3 locators have to pick up areas for them while they're gone, do their areas. So it's a whole thing if they want to take time off.
Daddy,
Jody, drone shots.
I'm actually going to my boss's house Saturday night. I'm going over there for a party.
Oh, cool. Little get together.
Bo was invited to come along. So
Oh, really? Bo's gonna go?
yeah, they have a pit bull about the same size over there that's just like him, really nice with other animals and stuff. So they said to bring him over and we'll see if we can get him to play. Let him run around the yard.
Cool. He'll like that.
He likes it. He loves going for car rides. I'll tell you that. Every time a car door opens, he wants to jump right in the front seat. And it was perfect too, because when I picked him up in my work truck actually has a dog cage built. Well, it's not necessarily for dogs, but it's a cage that we have to have that separates the back seats from the back of the hatch.
Right.
So it was perfect. I just took my machine out of the hatch, put it in the back seat, and I just stuck him back there, and he had his own little cage back there. Kept him from jumping around in the car and everything.
Does he usually try to do that, jump around and stuff, or?
No, actually, I took him to the gas station the other day and he just chilled in the front seat and sat there.
Yeah, that's what Mia does. Mia just gets in the front seat or the back seat, front seat, and just kind of, she gets sideways because it's got bucket seats, you know, in the Tahoe. She gets sideways and leans up against the the seat.
He's a good boy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, whoever decided he was 5 years old is full of crap. I don't know how they came to that conclusion. He's definitely a puppy.
He gets along with everybody though, right?
Oh yeah, he did. He's still to this day. The first day he walked in, the cats literally were up on the cat tree hissing at him, and he just completely ignored them. He had no. He didn't has one. Doesn't he doesn't want anything to do with the cats. He just ignores them.
So now do they just pass in the night type of thing? Don't.
Yeah, they're getting used to each other. Bo actually went up the other night and licked our oldest cat, Miss Kitty. And she just kind of looked at him, and he licked her in the face and just walked off.
Huh.
They're getting to where, like, if he's up on the bed hanging out with us, they'll get up there with him and stuff. So you know how cats are. The first couple of weeks they'll be pissy about a new animal, but then eventually it's like, you know, second nature to them.
Yeah.
They'll get used to it. Not really, Lynn. We kind of planned that out a few weeks back. I actually like it though. Like I said, it's nice and cozy in here and it's quiet. I'm not taking up the bedroom no more, so Sarah stop yelling at me. Gives me a place to put all my drone stuff so she doesn't have to look at it all the time. Plus, we didn't have no use for the closet this size. It's huge. Plus, there's a whole nother closet that's like this, but not half the size of this one in the bathroom too. Well, it's like we don't need two huge closets. Might as well make a little office out of one of them, right?
Right.
Utilize the space. Lynn says, as soon as Paul starts up the truck, Mia heads to the back seat.
Yeah, she does unless I tell her to stay. But yeah, she goes into the back seat and then she lays across the back seat.
Yeah, it's probably easier for her when you're driving because he was having a little issue standing up, you know, because he was sitting in the front seat and I had the window halfway down so he could put his head out. And he was having a little issues when I was coming up to stoplights and stuff, catching himself from going into the dash.
Yeah.
He wasn't used to it. But that, like I said, though, what surprised the hell out of me is other animals, he just doesn't pay attention to them. Like he has no, I mean, I'm sure if he gets around another dog that's as energetic as him, he'll probably want to play. But as far as cats and stuff, he didn't give two craps about them. He still doesn't really pay any mind to them. Lynn said Paul tried to put her through the windshield one day. Would you slam on the brakes?
Somebody pulled right out in front of me. I had to hit the brakes.
Yeah, I've seen that happen to dogs, poor dogs, a few times, where somebody's had to hit the brakes and they go flying across the car. What's that mean? What's she doing?
Yeah. Ever since then, she used to stay in the front seat nonstop. Now it's like, should I or shouldn't I? You know, when I start the truck up, she's looking at the back seat, looking at me, looking at the back seat. Because, you know, the bucket seats, she can just walk in between, you know?
Right. Well, like I said, it's probably a lot more comfortable for her to stretch across the back seat, not having to catch her balance all the time.
Well, when I hit the brakes, she was sideways in the seat and she went sideways, slammed into the dash and down to the floor, you know?
Ooh. Poor girl. Yeah, Lynn said, sure scared me. Imagine. Just sitting there enjoying the fresh air out the window, all of a sudden you in the front windshield. Don't scare anybody. But yeah, I'm gonna take him on Saturday and let him go run around out there. And unfortunately, our yard isn't completely fenced in, so I've got to get some fencing.
Oh, you don't have a fenced yard.
Well, what happened was when our house was built, like I said, we don't own the house. So when all these houses were built, they didn't come with fences.
Ah.
And so our three neighbors, the one behind us and the two beside us, have built fences, which has fenced in most of our yard for free. It's just the two little sections on the side.
Right.
our landlord, we've tried to get him, we've asked the company numerous times if they could come just put in. I mean, literally all the landlord has to do is just get 2 fences put on each side of the house. Like 2 little gates, and he's got a free fenced in yard that he didn't even pay for.
Yeah.
Because literally all 3 of the neighbors' fences are corner to corner. There's no gaps in them. So we also have a bigger backyard because of that. Because, you know, we saved a good couple feet of putting fencing all the way around. So we actually have a pretty decent sized backyard. So what I'm going to do is I have to order a roll of wire fencing and get some stakes. I'm just going to have to throw up a couple pieces. But fucking wire fencing. Oh, it's so expensive. I was on Amazon the other day and it was like, I wanted $100. I think 6 foot 25, or it was 25 feet and it was 6 foot. But that's not even the most expensive part. That's not extremely bad. The stakes are really expensive.
Yep, the posts. Yep.
Yeah, they want, and they only sell them in like big bulk packs. So they want like for 10 6-foot stakes, they want like $160 some or something. But I only need 4 of them. I don't need a 10 pack, and I'm like, oh man.
Well, what's the distance of the gap?
Only like,
Because you're supposed to have it a maximum of 5 foot,
oh no, it's when I measured it, it was only like 4.5 feet.
Yeah, that's
But
perfect.
I've put up plenty of that wire fencing, so I know how to do it. Because when I lived in California, and my dad's house, he had miles of that fencing. We were always fixing it,
Yeah.
putting up fencing. I know how to do that stuff really good. But even they were steel posts, and I couldn't find any wood ones really on Amazon. I mean, I guess I'll have to go to the hardware store and see what, like Willows or Home Depot, and see if they have any better deals on stuff. But even a single stake, they had either a 10 pack or a single stake, and the single stakes were like $25 a piece. So, but I know where an empty field is, not too far from my house, that has been sitting there for the last couple of years, and there's like a whole bunch of street signs that somebody threw out there that got poles on them. I'm thinking about going out there and snagging 4 of them. They've just been sitting on the ground under a bunch of grass for the last 2 years out there in the middle of this field. Yeah, I'm gonna go check them out and see how much they are there. Like I said, I only need 4 poles. I don't really necessarily need to be 6 foot. And yes, AZ, I do have an HOA, but they are useless. They don't enforce anything around here. We've been having problems. Numerous neighbors have been having issues with these 3 houses in our neighborhood, riding motorcycles up and down the road at like 60 miles an hour, 4-wheelers and dirt bikes. And it got to the point where so many neighbors got pissed off that the police department had to get involved because the HOA wouldn't do anything about it. Well, I was thinking about that, AZ. I'm either going to just do a little section of the backyard where you won't be able to see it from the road. I was thinking about that. Like, would they drive by and see that little wire fencing all the way at the back of the house and complain about it? But I could also just section off a little, 10 by 10 foot area in the backyard, and nobody'd be able to see it from the front of the property, And it wouldn't be taller than the fences that are already up. So it's not like anybody would even see it anyway. So I'm thinking maybe that's what I'll do instead. Just build a little like dog kennel in the backyard, maybe make it 10 by 10. Yeah, I was looking at those. I can't afford those. Those are expensive.
Yeah, but here's what I'm thinking.
I was looking at,
It's 92 inches and you said you only need 48 and 48?
yeah, one of them's about 5.5 feet and the other one I think is about 4.5, somewhere in there. It wasn't that big of a gap. But if I do the roll of fencing, I don't know. I'm trying to find the cheapest option because I really don't want to have to like spend a shit ton of money, a crap ton of money. Sorry, Lynn. I'm trying here. And then I don't know how high he can jump too. That's what makes me even more nervous. Because
Well,
he's very muscular.
That could be a problem.
That's why I wanted to do the 6-foot roll of fencing, right? Because that's pretty tall. That's almost as tall as, I mean, that's just a little bit shorter than I am.
Well, that's an interesting one there, but you don't know if he can go over that or not.
Yeah, I don't know how high he can leap because, you know, some dogs can go over 3-4 foot fencing, no problem.
So you're looking for 6 foot like this one. Look at the price of that roll. Holy crap.
That's what I'm saying. I did. And then I was looking at maybe just getting him a dog kennel, one of the fenced in dog kennels you can buy, like the little 8x8 or 10x10, but those are still, you're looking at $200-300. So either way, I'm gonna have to spend money I don't have, but I need to get him something so we can let him run around in the yard. Got to do something. So that way we can let him out for, you know, an hour or so and let him run around every once in a while.
Yeah,
Not being cooped up in the house all the time. I read because I was thinking about doing a dog kennel, right? And I was going to, because in our backyard we have like an awning that comes off the back porch. And there's an opening on the side and an opening on the front. So I was figuring maybe I could get one of those dog kennels, put the one panel with the fence, with the gate on one side, and then just take the other 3 and extend them out on the other opening, where he could go off the back porch and he'd have about 6 or 7 feet into the grass. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure something out. Just fencing is not cheap, man.
No.
It isn't. It's expensive. And I did AZ. I actually went on, I didn't check Craigslist, but I did go on Facebook Marketplace and some other sites, hoping maybe I could find, hoping I could find a, you know, somebody that had a couple old rolls just laying in the yard they wanted to get rid of for a few bucks, but I couldn't find anything in my area. Everything was like 40-50 miles away. I was thinking that too, Lynn, because my dad, back in the day, we had our dog on a steel cable where we got like a big steel cable and we had 2 posts that were about 30-40 feet apart. And then we just used those steel clamps to clamp the cable together on each side. And then we got one of those, you know, those big U-bolts that they use. It's like a big U and they're super thick, and then it has the big bolt that slides through it and screws in. You ever seen those, Paul?
Yep.
Well, yeah, you do that and you just put a chain on that or a cable, and then you run it to his collar, and then he can run up and down the cable. But even then, I'm going to still probably pay, I don't know, how much is cable?
No matter what you do, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, because he's a strong dog, though.
I would opt out to get, you know, like a solid vinyl fence. You can get them in 6 foot lengths. They're 6 foot tall. They cost you about $130 a piece, but then you're done with it.
Yeah, but the only problem is if I put one on each side, how am I going to get in the backyard with the lawnmower and stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest concern too, is like if I gate off both sides, and
you don't have a way to go from the garage to the backyard?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could if I brought the lawnmower through the house every time I had to use it.
Yeah, no. What I like a lot of houses, you know, have a back door from the garage.
No, the back door from our garage actually comes into the house.
Okay.
Front of the house.
Gotcha.
And that's my only thing too, as I was looking at that too. Because I was looking, trying to see if somebody had a couple pieces of that laying around in their yard that they wanted somebody to come pick up. But then I ran into the problem too is how the hell am I going to get them to my house? I don't have a truck.
Yeah.
I can't use my work truck because I can't drive that after hours because I'll get in trouble.
Right.
And I can't fit fucking 6-foot vinyl fencing in my car. So it's like any which way, it's going to be a pain. At least if somebody had an old roll of fencing, I could shove that in the trunk, and tie the trunk down. But that's the problem is nobody in my area had anything. The closest thing was like 50
Well, the
miles
other thing
away.
is when you nickel and dime like that, then you got to buy a clamp, then you got to buy a post, then you got to buy this, then you got to buy that. Pretty soon you're up to the price of buying the damn thing already ready to go.
Well, that's why I'm just looking at maybe just getting a dog kennel because it's already built. I can have it delivered to the house. I buy it off Amazon. It's like $250.
Well, he's not used to being on a leash, is he? All the time?
Well, I mean, right now he is because it's the only way we can walk him.
Yeah, but I
can't
mean,
let
in
him-
the house, he's got free run.
Right.
Some dogs don't do well on.
Oh, Jesus, JD. JDS said just disassemble the lawnmower and reassemble it each time. Yeah. Well, I mean, how would I get him here, Lynn, even if you did tag him still? Yeah, I'll have to figure something out for him. I feel bad because he can't run around yet.
Chuck Kovacian is in the chat.
Like I said, anything, I mean, even just that little crate I bought for him to be in when we're at home, that was like $80 right there.
Have you what's your hardware stores around there? Home Depot or Lowe's or what?
Yeah, you got Home Depot, Lowe's, and those are the two main ones in my town. I might have an Ace Hardware, but I don't think so. Not that I can remember. I know we have a Lowe's and Home Depot though. I did check Marketplace, Lynn. Nobody in my area had anything. It was literally the only thing I could find in my area was little, like, those little dog fences, like for in your house, for little ankle biter dogs. Little like the big kennels you can put inside your house. Like an octagon or whatever. Yeah, I found some really nice ones, Lynn, that were super expensive, but you can get like a basic chain link. You can get a basic chain link dog kennel for about 260, 280. They kind of fluctuate in price. I've seen them as low as 240 on Amazon. Oh, it was wrought iron. Came in 7 boxes. Yeah, that's a nice one. I saw some nice indoor kennels. They were like really, really upscale ones. They were like $300-400. I just bought him one of those basic wire kennels to put him in while we were gone. And so far he's used it twice. We put him in there yesterday when he stole the chicken leg from Aubrey. I don't know if you heard about that, Lynn, but he stole a chicken leg from Aubrey last night, swallowed the whole thing whole, and then luckily threw the bone back up this morning. It was whole, so it didn't splinter or anything, thank God. But I put him in the kennel last night because he was acting up. And then Sarah put him in there for a little bit today. She had to run somewhere, and I guess he did really good. She came back and he was fine, just laying in there sleeping. Yeah, it's okay though, Lynn. Like I said, he threw the bone back up. The bone was nice and whole. It wasn't broken or anything like that. So he's doing really good today. He hasn't been sick or anything. So apparently Aubrey was walking her food to the table and he snatched it right off her plate.
These are pretty inexpensive.
How much are those?
Wood fence, like $65 for 8 foot by 6 foot.
Oh yeah, it's not bad.
That's at Lowe's.
Yeah, but still, I'm still on the thing. Is that already put together though?
Yeah.
Or does it come like in a kit?
Oh, it comes in a panel.
Well, that's the thing is I couldn't get that to my house. I have no way of transporting that
What
unless
about
they
your truck?
deliver it.
What about your truck?
What truck?
You just tell the company that you need to get a fence and you're going to use it on the truck. You're not going to hurt the truck. You're not going to damage the truck.
Yeah, okay.
Put a great big heavy blanket up there and just lay them on there.
Are you asking my zip code, AZ? It's 33881. Or 33880, either one. We have like 2 or 3 zip codes in my city.
What's your 33?
881. I think he's looking up on like Marketplace and stuff.
Where's Winter Haven? Is that where it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's city center. That's right downtown. That's like.
See,
10
there's
minutes
the
from my
price, $67.98 that they give you. It's
Free store. Wait, hold on. What does that say? It's free store pickup or delivery? I wonder how much the delivery charge is, or if they do free delivery if you order it online. I wonder if they deliver it to your house.
free store pickup delivery, $74.98, and then you can do what you want with it. Just in the fall, just get some paint and paint the damn thing.
Oh, white. Try to match the neighbor's fences.
Yeah, you can get it in white. Let's see what they have it in vinyl, but that's.
I mean, I would prefer chain only because wood can tend to rot pretty quick around here with the humidity and everything.
Well, the other thing I'm thinking is if you got
Lazy was
vinyl,
asking me if I think he's looking on some websites to see if we can help find some.
okay, here's a vinyl flat top, 6 foot by 6 foot, right there. 76.
Yeah, but see how much see if it tells you how much delivery charge costs if you add it to your cart. I'm just curious, or if you can click on delivery.
View cart.
Ship to home unavailable. See, truck delivery available. Schedule your delivery during checkout.
Truck
Well,
delivery is available.
That's so weird. It says ship to home unavailable, but truck delivery. Was that
Estimated
just for-
delivery $79.
Ooh, shit. That's as much as the damn panel costs.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say, Justin, when you go to your party, what I would do is I would suggest that you talk to them over there and say, I'm thinking about I got to put these 2-piece panels up and whatever, and my dilemma is how do I get it from Lowe's to my house? I don't have a vehicle that. So I guarantee you somebody say, I'll pick it up for you.
Well, see, now I'm running the same issue here, AZ, right? I actually saw this. But the problem is it's in Tampa. That's like almost an hour away from my house. Where in Tampa is this? And I don't have a way of picking those up. I would literally have to rent a truck or something. Any which way, I'm fucking screwed. I'm going to have to just buy a damn dog kennel. Because that's the issue I ran into was everything that I was finding online was like 45 minutes to an hour away, and it's already all pre-assembled stuff, which is way too big. I can't fit in my car.
Well, how close are you to the Lowe's and that place?
Lowe's is about 10 minutes away.
Home
Home
Depot.
Depot is probably about 15 minutes.
Okay, so it's 10-minute drive. All right.
But I literally have, I don't know anybody who has a truck line. Like, I don't really have any friends around here. Honestly, I spend more time with you guys than I do anybody else besides the kids and Sarah. I really don't have any local friends, honestly. Nobody at my work has trucks. They all have cars. Shut up, JD. Jeez.
Yeah, you don't have a trailer hitch either.
Yeah, not on my work truck, I don't. Like AZ said, rent a small U-Haul, but by the time I do that and pay fuel and everything, I might as well just go to buy a dog kennel.
Well, I was gonna say, for that, you could rent, the U-Haul trailers, the little dinky ones. You're just gonna stand them up in there,
Yeah, but I don't have a trailer hitch on my car or my work truck. And we don't have trailer hitches on our work truck because we don't use trailers for anything. So they've never installed them on there because we don't have no use for them. But the fuel costs, I mean, by the time I pay fuel alone, to drive to Tampa and back in even a small U-Haul, I mean, that's another 50, 60 bucks right there. I'm going to be right at that 200 and something mark where I'm just gonna have to buy a dog kennel or buy a couple.
Well, I think you'd be better off to buy panels, and then the dog would have the run of the backyard. You go out, play with him. He's not worried about tangling up and stuff. And
Yeah, but that's, well, I guess I could do panels and just throw one on a hinge,
yeah,
a couple hinges. But I don't know if the neighbor would get pissed if I hinged into their fucking fence neither. Because technically the three sides of the fence isn't mine, right?
yeah.
Unless I put a post up. I could do that though.
Stick a post
Good.
next to their post and hinge it.
Yeah, hinge it up and then put another post on the other side with the gate latch.
Yeah. Because you'd only have to do it on one side of the house, whatever side you're going to have access to the back.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I kind of wanted something more temporary, just something I could tear down and take with me too, right? So I don't know. I'm just kind of, because I kind of like the idea of the wire fencing because like AZ said, well, is the homeowners association going to say something about the two little ends being fenced off? But my backyard's pretty big. So I could fence off like a 12 by 14 foot area. Pretty big, that's like twice the size of a dog kennel. And you wouldn't be able to see it from the front yard or the side of the property or anything.
Well, I was just thinking, the security fence and white vinyl, nobody'd be looking in your backyard anyway. They drive by and they think, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I don't want to rent a truck, JD. You guys are forgetting that fuel's expensive as hell. I put $20 in there just to go 10 miles. This Home Depot is about, I want to say about 8 miles from me. Lowe's is probably 10 miles, roughly. I don't know. Think about that.
What you need to do is you need to make a trip over to Home Depot, go look and see if they got something that would work. And then what you say to one of the workers there, say, any of you guys on the side deliver this? It's just 10 miles or whatever. And he's probably liable to say, yeah, 10 to 15 bucks, we'll just bring it over. Everybody's looking to make a dime,
And my only concern about doing a cable is because the kids got their trampoline back there.
Yeah.
See that being a tangled up fucking mess right there.
Oh, yeah. Because anything you put in the backyard, if you put a cable on him, it's going to get tangled up.
Yeah,
And you don't need him all tangled up and nobody's watching him and he's tangled right up tight to something.
like half the backyard's, well, a little under half the backyard's taken up by that. That's what I was talking about, JD, was the kennels. Saying you should get one of the kennels you put in the yard. That's what I was talking about. See, let me try to draw this out so you guys can understand what my backyard looks like. Let me find a pen here.
JD, my only concern with getting a kennel is somebody's got to go out and put him in the kennel. Somebody's got to go out and take him out of the kennel, and bring him in the house. Where if he fences the backyard off, you just open the door and let him out. You just call him back and let him in. You'd be surprised over time how much a pain in the butt is that somebody's got to go out and put him in the kennel, take him out of the kennel.
But see, this is where I had an idea, right, Paul? Let me draw this out real quick.
Plus, being as hot as you are, if you wouldn't want him in the kennel and somebody forget about him, it's like, yeah, oh man.
Okay. So when you go out of my sliding glass door, right?
Yeah,
There's my sliding glass door.
yeah,
There's a solid wall here. That's
Yeah.
that's the living room wall from the outside. Okay, there's a 6-foot gap here. And then there's a huge stucco pillar right here, right? And then you have another 4-foot gap. It's all it's like a stucco awning, right? It's
Yeah.
all made out of stucco. So what I was thinking was getting a dog kennel, putting the gate here, and then using the other 3 pieces to go out like this. Because this is probably about 8 feet from the door to the edge of the concrete. So if I put 3 of the panels like this up against the wall, and then put the gate on this side so you could still access the back porch, you get what I'm saying? You would have about,
yeah, but you'd
8 or 10
access the
feet.
back porch through your house, right?
right, but you would be able to get through the gate of because on a dog kennel, one of the panels has a gate. So you would put the panel with the gate here and then connect the 3 other panels like this. And then he would have about 8 or 10 feet out that way past the concrete.
Well, see, I have a security fence all the way around the house, and so does Lynn. And I know for a fact, Justin, it's like you heard me say I'm going to let Mia in and out. I don't take her out. I just open the friggin' door. When
Right.
she wants to come in, she comes back the door and looks at me through the door. Come on in. And being as you're in a hot area, you said it's hot all the time there. You put him in a kennel and somebody forgets he's in the kennel, you're going to have cooked dog.
Well, that's what I'm saying though, but I would have access right to the kennel from the back sliding glass door. You could let him in and out because you'd have the 3 panels connected to the pillar and then the wall on the other side. And then you would have the gate on that side so you could walk in and out that way. Then you just open the sliding glass door to let him in and out. And he would have about 8, because I think those panels are 10 feet. I think they're 8 by 10 foot. They're 10 foot in length, 8 in height. So that would give him 10 feet out past the sidewalk. Plus he would have that overshade on the back porch. If you want to get out of the sun. You know what I'm saying? I could put a little dog house or something on the back porch for him too. I don't know. It was just an idea too.
I just think that the best way to do it is to put it here on the house and here on the house, and the fence goes back from there, and you just hinge one of them. They don't even have to be a fancy hinge, because the only one's going to use that is you to put the mower in and out.
Right.
And it would do 2 things. It would hide your backyard so nobody on the street or driving by could see what the hell's going on in your backyard.
So I would need 4 posts, 2 of those 6-foot sections, and
Yep,
2 hinges and a gate latch.
yep.
Probably about $400 roughly.
Nah, I'm thinking less than that, but yeah. But just knowing that now I'm older, get it. But if you think I'm gonna drag my ass out there when it's raining or whatever to get her to get her in the house, nope. She comes to the back door. I've got a towel right there, towel her off and say, get over it on the couch.
I don't know, Lynn. We tried an invisible fence with one of my stepdad's dogs one time.
They ran right through it.
I've had a couple of other friends that have used them and they didn't work very well.
Yeah,
for them.
I've heard of cases, especially bigger dogs, where when they're on a dead run somewhere, they can
They'll
run
just
right
run.
through it. Yeah, it zaps them, but they go the other side and it's not zapping them anymore.
Right. Once they get to the other side, it's only a split second they have to get over that wire.
Yep.
And if there's something that they're really wanting to get, that's what I said. My stepdad's dog, he would walk up to the wire and his face would go like this. He'd go like that, but then he would get ballsy and he'd jump right over it after a while.
Yeah, Kelly says she ended up spending $500 and built a nice area for her dog.
Like,
I think what I do is, like I said, I'd go to Home Depot with the closest one is Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't know. Go to the closest one, go over and look and see what they got. Talk to the
probably Home
guys,
Depot's the closest.
talk to the guys in that department. Tell them what you're looking to do. Tell them that you're on a budget. Tell them you're not looking to set the world on fire. And I think you'd be surprised if you get the right guy there, he'll help you out and help you figure out the best way to do it.
Bye, Paul.
Hey, how you doing, Sarah?
Doing a little bit better.
Well, good. We were worried. Justin said that you had the bronchitis and stuff going.
Yeah, bronchitis and a sinus infection.
Oh,
They got me on a steroid, an antibiotic, and an inhaler.
wow.
That's a HOA, Lynn, not HMO.
HMO's insurance, you have to have a referral.
She said first he needs to check with his HMO for on fence rules. Well, see, that's why I was thinking about doing it in the backyard where you wouldn't be able to see, but I don't fucking know. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. That's why if I just built a little section of the backyard, just fenced off a little portion, you wouldn't even be able to see it from the road or anything. Pain in the ass any which way I'm gonna fucking spend a shit ton of money. All right, I'll figure it out. I always do. One of these days I'll win big.
What you could do is get a hold of Matt and ask for his suggestions.
They wouldn't even be able to see in the backyard anyway. And I know all the neighbors around me, they ain't gonna say anything. You literally, there's 7-foot fences all around my backyard. You can't even see in there unless we're on a ladder. But my neighbor next to me over here, it's just her by herself and she doesn't bother anybody. She barely is even home. She works all the damn time. The neighbors over here are really cool. Their kids play with my kids in the backyard all the time. They give a crap less. And the guy behind me doesn't give two craps what we do. What the JD, we just had this conversation. Like literally.
I know.
Now, all the neighbors around here are actually really cool. Like,
Well, what you
Farms
might
are-
want to do is talk to both your neighbors and say, hey, I'm thinking about putting a fence up. Do you have any problems if I,
none of them own the houses though. The only one that owns the house is the lady next to us. The other two are renters. Most of this neighborhood aren't owned houses. Most of them are rental homes.
well, what you could do then is you instead of using a permanent post in the ground on the one side of the neighbor that doesn't own the house, you just get that fence, drive in a couple of the stakes that go in the ground and attach it to that so that it's firm. And the lady that owns the house next to you, that's the one where you talk to her about you're going to put a gate over there.
It's the neighbors actually, Lynn. Like I said, we were kind of lucky in the sense of the other three, the house directly behind us and the houses on both sides of us. They all had fences put in, and all three or all the corners of all three of their fences all butt up neatly together, so there's no gaps in them or anything.
So they're attached. In other words, like one neighbor's fence attached to the other neighbor's fence, attached to the other neighbor's fence.
Well, I mean, they're separated, but they're only like, a hairline gap in between each of their posts. So all three corners in the back, or both corners in the back of the fence, I mean, it's a solid fence all the way around, just those two little gaps inside the house.
No.
Maybe I'll just try contacting the fucking landlords again, bugging them and see if they'll come out and put some damn fencing up. Because that's what I told them last time. I said, literally, you guys don't have to pay but to have one section of fence put up and a gate on one side. And you have a free fence. You literally didn't have to pay for the other three fences.
Yep. You're gonna drive me crazy, Mia. She comes in, she goes out. She comes in, she goes out. Can you imagine if I had to put her in a kennel each time? Oh my God.
Well, that's all I was thinking of, just going with the kennel idea, Lynn, when I was showing you guys, and I'll explain it again. I did a little sheet here. Sliding glass door, solid wall. That is the living room wall to the outside. There's a 6-foot gap here, probably a 4x4 foot, or I mean, probably a 2-foot by 2-foot post here. It's a stucco post. And then there's like a 4-foot gap here. I was going to put the panel with the fence there, so you could still walk outside on the porch and go out of it if you needed to. And then run the other 3 panels like this and connect them by a couple posts. And then that would give them like 10 feet out past the sidewalk. And then he wouldn't even be able to access any of the gates or anything, or the fences or any of that. I just want a little area for him to be able to go outside and get some sunlight and stuff. Because he likes laying out on the grass. We'll go to take him out for walks and he'll just want to lay out in the front yard in the grass. Just stretch out. But then the kids get bored after like 5 minutes of him doing that. They want to come back in. But whatever. You guys, I've done bitched enough. You guys don't have to listen to me no more. I'll just have to find one and put it in my Amazon cart and save up some money over the next few weeks. Yeah. Dog kennel. Dog. outdoors. So here is a. How big is that? Really, you don't have the. So it looks like a 10 by 10 foot for 249. It's not bad. All hook galvanized metal chicken coop cage with cover. No, that's not what I want. Here. Too small. 4.5 by 4.5 feet. I ain't gonna give him any room.
Hell no, not for a big dog.
Well, it's for a big dog, but it's not like to where they could really run around. It's more of just like a bigger version of an inside kennel. Yeah, that's probably the best deal I'm finding. There's a 10 by 10 foot one for 249. Isn't bad. Plus, it actually has a. It comes with like a tarp thing you can put up on the top too. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd use that in Florida because it'd probably get ripped up pretty quick. But like I said, he would actually have the. Oh, that's not even that tall. That's not 10 by 10. Okay, yeah, that's not big enough. It's not tall enough.
I think you got to give him free range of the backyard. Kids are going to be out there. People are going to be out there. He's not going to be like being penned up because he's got free range right now in the house. But you don't want to hear him barking or whining or whatever.
Those were 4 by 10 foot panels, not 10 by 10. 4 foot, I just don't think is going to be tall enough. I think he'll jump right over that. 7.5 foot by 7.5 foot.
Hey, Marshall, how you doing? Still here. Lynn wants to know, is he a digger? Do you know that?
I mean, all the times I've took him out, he's never tried to dig anything. Like when he goes out on the grass and he's doing all the sniffing and rolling around, he doesn't try to dig. So
you won't know until you're able to put him in a yard.
Yeah, I'm not
turn
sure.
your back on him, then you'll know if he's a digger.
I know how to counteract that if that's an issue. I've dealt with that before with other dogs.
Yep, I agree with Kelly. Fence would be better to run and play instead.
Yeah,
of
but now freaking Lynn's got me worried that he's going to jack up the neighbor's fence and I'm not to pay for it.
He's not going to jack up the neighbor's fence. You said it's a security fence. What's he going to do? Get air tools out there and start hammering through?
I don't know, but she got me nervous now. But 6 in length, 10 foot width. But how tall is it? Okay, 7.5 foot height. That's pretty good. That one's 369.
So what size is this kennel?
The one I'm looking at?
Yeah.
It's 10 foot in width, and 6 foot in length.
Okay, so okay, so it has two sides that are that side, right?
Yeah.
Take one side and put it on the fence on this end, and one side you put it on the fence on that end, and you're done. And don't even have to have a kennel. You're closing off the area.
That one's three. So anything over 4 foot is where it starts getting expensive because that one's $369. The other one I thought was 10 by 10, but it was 4 foot high, but it was 10 foot panels.
Yeah, 4 foot, he's liable to go over. Maybe, maybe not. Depends upon if he's a jumper or not.
They have a 13 foot by 8 foot, that's 6 foot height.
Kelly says that her mate has one of those big kennels for his pit bull. He can't use it because he tries to climb out and hurts himself. See, that's what I mean. You go and put a dog that's not used to being kenneled in a kennel, and you could have all kinds of issues. That's my only point.
Well, any of the size that I would even need for a dog kennel. Now I'm looking at 500. I was looking at the wrong one this whole time. Where?
And you can buy the fencing a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah, I could buy the wire fencing for way cheaper than that.
Yep. You could probably buy a roll of chain link fence, or at some places they sell it by the foot. You could put chain link.
Yeah, there's a Tractor Supply, but it's all the way in Lake Wells, I believe, which is about, say about 20-minute, maybe 25-minute drive from here. I know there's one in Lake Wells. I'm almost positive.
Well, like I'd say, I'd go to the closest lumberyard, tell them what you want to do, how and what you need, and just ask them if you were to buy a couple of panels, is anybody there? Just do it on the side, deliver it for you.
Maybe if I bitch at the manager, he might do it for free. I don't know.
Well, yeah, go introduce yourself as the manager at Walmart. They wouldn't know.
Like I was from corporate, I was just testing you to see if you'd give me customer service. Go in there and pretend I'm a secret shopper.
Yeah. Yeah, go in there with a clipboard and a piece of paper, you know.
Look all official.
Yeah.
I'll probably go to Lowe's or and Home Depot and see what they got.
Yeah, just tell
'Cause
them
they're
what
the
you gotta
closest
do.
to me. And it's gonna have to be something I can fit in my car, so
Or in
unless
your
they
car,
have,
or on top of your car.
I'm not putting a
They're
6 foot
not
vinyl
that
fence.
heavy.
I don't care. I'm not scratching the hood and roof of my
You
car.
don't need to scratch it up. Don't you have a couple of blankets you could put up there?
No, I'm not doing that.
Why? You're not driving to New York.
I'll have to I don't know. They might have it in kits though, where it's just in a kit that you
Yeah,
can
it
build.
could be.
I'll have to see. Like I said, I'll have to go and see what they have.
Well, I do know you can buy like the 2x4s, and you can buy the those each one of the boards that goes up there, and you can just screw it on, you know.
Yeah, maybe I'll just have to buy it in pieces and then eventually I'll get a fence made. I'll just have to get a little bit of supplies here and there over the next month or so.
Give you something to do.
Get a post here, get a post there.
Yep. Well, the kennel he was looking at, Lynn, he was going to have delivered.
Yeah, no way I'd fit that kennel in my car. That ain't no way in hell. And those things are heavier than hell too. Because we had one when we were in North Carolina years ago.
JD won't get off the kennel bit, will he? JD says, "Oh, Lynn, good idea, kennel."
Pretty good. Yeah, but we had one of those kennels, and I remember it came in a big box, and it was heavy with all 4 panels in there.
Yep.
It was not light at all, and it was big and awkward too. Like,
Yep.
even to put it in a pickup truck. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do is just get like a roll of fencing 1 week and then 2 weeks I'll get the posts and try to just get everything in pieces, I guess.
Well, the other thing you could use is, let me go back here to Lowe's. Okay, browse products. Browse products. Vinyl fencing. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, the nearest kennel or tractor supply, I know there's one in Lake Wells, but that's at least 15 plus miles away. Not 20.
Okay, you see that panel?
Yeah.
That's 8 foot by 4 foot.
What is that though? Looks like
It's
lattice.
It's like a vinyl mesh. It's plastic.
Yeah, it's that lattice like for
Yes.
for like
Your
vines
dog-
and stuff. That stuff's not strong.
your dog is not gonna go through that.
Yeah, but it's not very strong though. It's really flimsy.
No, that's strong enough. And you could get a couple of those panels. Get that's 4 foot, right?
I told him, Lynn.
4 by 8.
No, Lynn's not agreeing with you on that whole idea. I mean, if it was metal lattice, then it would probably be strong. I don't know. He is a strong dog, I'll tell you that. Like, I can barely walk him. He is very strong.
Yeah, but he's also smart. If he comes up to a wall whether it's got holes in it or not, he's not going to try and get through it. Because, he's smart enough, knows the squares, he can't even get his nose in there. I don't know. Just go in and tell them what you want to do and ask them for their advice.
Yeah, there's so many different like choices of stuff you could do there. But it's like none of them are like a really cheap alternative either though. Any which way you're looking at some money. I'm just gonna write down some ideas and like the different things you showed me and stuff that I was gonna do and see what the best option is.
Yeah.
Because they even had a 25-foot roll of 4 foot wire fencing. And I was just thinking about getting the 4 posts and just doubling the fencing up. You know what I'm saying? do a 4-foot section and then cut another 4-foot section and put it on top and then wire it all together and make it an 8-foot fence. Because those weren't really that bad. The 4-foot 25, the 4-foot by 25-foot rolls of fencing. But I could connect 2 pieces, bottom and top, and turn it into an 8-foot piece as far as the height goes.
You mean, are you talking like this? This is chain link, okay? And it comes in a 50-foot roll for $109. So if you doubled it up,
Well, no, the one I was looking at was 4-foot wire fencing.
okay, well, this is
chain link.
this is chain link. That's the same.
Yeah, but chain link's a
problem.
lot harder to work with than wire fencing.
You have to
To
cut
get a
it.
really good stretch on that though, to get it really tight, you have to have a come along.
Don't you
That
have
stuff
one?
is wire fencing. You just get some weight behind it and you can pull it nice and tight and then wire it while somebody's holding it. Chain link though, if you want to get a nice tight, like really, really tight fit on it, you gotta have some kind of come along to pull on it. Because normally what the guys will do is they'll put a bar all the way through it and then they'll hook 2 hooks on it with a come along, and then they'll crank it until it tightens up. And then they'll put the post clamps on there. Now you want to come in, Mr. Kennel Boy.
I just had a thought. I had to jump on here. Have you thought of a kennel? Like a little kennel enclosure, Justin? I had to pop in. It just popped into my head. I was like, I don't know. Something like just to.
The universe just flowed into his brain, right?
It did. I had to hop in. I couldn't just put it in chat.
Hello, Curtis.
I'm trying something a little weird here, so just stand by for a second.
Well,
Okay.
we've been having a weird evening as it is.
Let's
right?
get weird.
I don't know if it's going to do this or not. Probably not. Screen broadcast.
You're gonna be doing the helicopter when he takes his hand away.
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. What the hell's gonna happen when he pulls his hand away?
Screen broadcast. Okay.
No, that's not what I wanted. Stop.
God, what's in your camera roll?
Stop broadcast. Well, it's not doing. So I'm trying to see. So what I'm trying to do is
ratchet straps, Mike. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to see if I can share my my ROV screen. Bookmark, whiteboard, Google Drive, Dropbox. Okay, I want to share my screen. And it says screen broadcast, Zoom, start broadcast. That's not what I want.
Oh, since you two jumped on here, I'm jumping off because I'm tired. I want to go lay down. I've complained at Paul enough about my damn fencing for the last 30 minutes.
Justin's trying to figure out where to buy a kennel. Because JD told him to buy a kennel.
I think that's the best idea.
Did you get what my idea was though with the kennel, with the wall and all that?
Yeah.
JD, do you get the idea that it's 110?
Oh my God.
Shade, and somebody's gonna put that dog in that kennel at 110 degrees.
How are you gonna forget? It's no different than letting him out in the full yard or letting him out in the kennel. He's still going out the sliding glass door. He's just walking out in the yard, but he'll have access to the whole porch. I don't understand. What's the difference?
Well, the problem is he needs a trucker to move the kennel. Plus, now he's figured out the 4-foot kennel isn't what he wants. He wants the 8 or 10.
The loading goes at Home Depot are cheap, man. It's like $20 an hour. I think you pay for the gas or whatever, but if you're paying hundreds of dollars for the fencing, it's like what's 20 or $30 more for the truck to be able to haul it.
Yeah, you
Well,
use
if I
their
get
truck,
wire
right?
fencing and a spool, I don't need a truck. I can put that in my trunk.
Yeah.
Well, depending how tall, are you just getting the short stuff? Or are you doing like the tall 6 foot?
Well, I mean, I could do the 6 foot because I can put my back seats down and
Yeah, I
slide
guess
it in there
that's
and just
okay.
tie my trunk down.
Can you guys see the screen now, the ROV?
It's upside down.
We see upside down in your laundry room.
Aha, it
I,
works.
I see your thong hanging out of the laundry
Yeah,
basket.
the thong's
Curtis.
hanging out of the basket.
Yeah, and that's
Some kind
my
of-
speaker cabinet over there too.
Yeah.
It's like some skid marks.
We're not concerned about spinkers. We're more concerned about what was in your laundry basket.
So that's how you do it. All right. So what we can do now, Paul, is I can live cast while I'm underwater while we're on Zoom.
In the bathtub.
Wow, in the bathtub.
No, we're not going to do the bathtub. We're going to do
Oh,
I can go back to the hot tub if you guys want to do the hot tub again.
there we go.
There's gonna be Curtis out there with a cigar and a glass of wine, just head on the side. And he's sitting down by his belly.
My wife's head pops up every once in a while. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
There it is, JD. There
There
it
it
is.
is.
So anyway, yeah, this creates a lot of good possibilities here. I didn't know if we could do this from the iPad, but I guess we can.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Hey, I'm going to jump off, guys. I gotta
Okay.
go start.
All right, Curtis, take
All right,
care.
Curtis.
Work.
Cool.
So expect to soon see live on the Paul Murray Show exclusively underwater scenes.
There you go. right.
Exclusive on
Later.
Studio B.
Yeah.
And he just came on here to use your live stream. Look at
Yep.
that.
Yep,
Using
that's
it.
fine with me. Because we weren't using it.
Used your live stream, showed his thong, and then jumped off as quick as possible.
Showed his thong, showing off, showing how it was all stretched out.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna jump off too.
Yeah. Okay.
All
I'll,
right.
I'll let JD complain about something he needs. for the
I
next
just
30
talked
minutes.
up to bust your balls.
He
Sure
just
he
came in
needs some-
to jump on you. That's all.
Well, I'm sure he needs some RC parts or something.
No, I just got some actually.
Well, you can complain about something. Find something. All right. Let's see
Okay,
y'all.
everybody in the
Yeah.
chat, thanks for being here. We'll see you all again next time. JD, thanks, my friend.
You bet. Take care.
Yeah. Bye-bye.